What is going on, guys? Today we have got Inform Canales ready for you, and actually I really like this card. I thought, you know what, an 86 rated centre mid. He was relatively good in his team of the season last year, and I thought we'll give him another go this year. Obviously one of the better rated players this week in the team of the week. We haven't got a huge amount to go from, mainly Son, Modric. Second informed Navas looks actually really nice. So I thought we'll try a couple of these. We will be trying Kimmich, Modric, the whole nine from this team of the week, as obviously we haven't got anyone really, bar from Flashback Balotelli and I think it's player moments, Morales I want to say, but personally at the minute they are looking at my club's just bare. So unless we get some massive pulls in the 8 PM pack opening, then we probably won't do them just yet. They have got a couple of days, so stay tuned for them. But Canales is coming first. He has got 80 pace, 81 shooting, 86 passing, and 83 dribbling, 68 physical, which isn't incredible. But personally, I think this card plays above what he's actually got. He was an absolute animal when it comes to in front of goal. Obviously, I played him in that cam role. I feel like defensive ability just not there whatsoever. So personally, as a CM, I can't see it. As a cam, that personally would be a better option for him. Obviously, he's already got the passing from what I can see. Dribbling wise isn't terrible as well. You could get away with whacking a Hunter on him and it would turn him into an 89 rated pace and 86 rated shooting. That for me is really, really nice. It would keep him at an 86 cam centre forward, but personally I think that would be one of the big moves to go for if you wanted him as a cam, mainly because his passing was already pretty high rated. He's got 90 vision, 87 short pass, 84 long pass and 83 curve. For me, that is good enough for an 86 rated centre mid that's going to cost you less than, well, as he's going down right now, less than 20k as of this video going out. He's looking at about 22 at the minute on both consoles, but we haven't had two of the big lightning rounds happening. So more than likely I could see him going for around about 14k by the end of this weekend, because he's going to be packed so many times. So personally, I would get him whilst it's going hot. Personally, I have got him as a red pick, so I'm actually really happy with that pick. I feel like an 86 centre mid, I will happily take as my red pick. I'm trying to build a Foot Champs team as well, or at least try and get them into like the squads, because I like the red picks. Yes, maybe I might do some 86 upgrades, but personally at the minute I want to be waiting for them for team of the season, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like that will be a lot more use of it rather than getting them now. Personally, the team's looking really fine. Going back to Canales, he's got a 4-star skiller with a 3-star weak foot. So the weak foot, again, we always negative. If it's not at least 4, I can get away with 4. 5 is the magic number. As you can tell, he is left-footed, standing at 5'9", with a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive. So he's already pointing towards that cam role for me. Shooting-wise, without any sort of boost or anything like that, is only 81 with 82 finishing and 85 positioning with a 79 shot power. Personally, I think that's absolutely baloney. Personally, saying that, it was actually really nice to score from. Edge of the box, inside the box, I felt like he played really well, and he was linked up with Aspas, kind of using them two as the kind of striking partners. Canales obviously sitting a little bit behind him in that cam role, and Aspas being up front. They played so well together. Really, really nice passing. Canales would normally pass it up to Aspas if he couldn't get past a player. Obviously, I'm using the 1-2, so Canales is already making that run past him, and you just through ball it, and he was scoring left, right and centre for me. He really did surprise me compared to the stats on the card, so I was really happy with that aspect. Passing wise, I felt like he was an absolute GOAT. I felt like really, really solid passing. 81 composure, 84 dribbling, 85 ball control and 83 reactions with only 78 agility and 71 balance. So again, you've got the standard. He's decent at some aspects, and I think he's definitely got more positives than negatives, which is always nice, especially for a very, very cheap card. Would you play him in Foot Champs? Probably not. Like if you're already grinding this game and grinding it really hard, then I can imagine you've already got better players than this. If you've done a base icon and got lucky and got a midfielder, obviously you'd then have someone a lot better than this card. Even if you got someone like probably Firmino, I probably wouldn't have replaced with this card, purely for the fact that Firmino's been incredible for me, and I can't let that go. He was an incredible cam for me for many, many times until obviously the Zidane eras came and taken over. But apart from that, I feel like this card is really nice. As you can see on the screen, passing, finishing, 4-star skills are the positives. Dribbling can be up there as well. I don't feel like it's hugely necessary for him. It's kind of in that middle. It's not a negative, but it's not majorly a positive. And then the negatives, the 3-star weak foot, like I say, agility, balance, and then the strength aspect of him. But you see here, look at them. You telling me that he's only got 81 finishing. That absolute bullet of a shot right there. That is a pure finish. Look at this. Look at the Reaper. Look at the curve on it. Posting in. You can't argue with shots like that. And in general, the whole team that I'm playing with right now, obviously using Aspas and Mahrez and all that, they played so well. I think I rage quit I got someone to rage quit the first 2 games and then managed to pick up the win in the 3rd one, just playing the whole match. I think we drew the 4th, I want to say, and then we won the 5th. Actually did not lose with this team, and you see they're teeing him up nicely. Really good with Aspas, both of them. Really played very nice together. And you'll see picking up the ball like here. Look at the space. Sees Mahrez, gets him in. You got to time it just right so the defender's just switching over, ready to come and attack you. And then we do end up with getting a goal from that. Obviously, a little bit of a sweat, but Mahrez, Canales, and Bergwijn getting in on that action. Fantastic work from them all. So we are going into the overall review, I believe, after one more clip, I want to say. In general, like I say, an absolute cheap beast. If you wanted to put him in some sort of SBC, if you wanted to put him into some sort of rivals team, maybe you've got him in a red pick, maybe you've got him in something that actually is useful for you in rivals, I would 100% do it. Like, look at that. Look at that. Aspas doing the good work right there. There's the rage quit from him. I think I rage quit the final match then as well. He was just incredible for me. So going into the overall review for him, obviously he does have a dynamic image as well. That always plays well for me. I love having dynamic images in the club, and I don't care what anyone says. It will always raise the value of a player. Maybe not someone like this, because obviously he's already a lower rated player to be packed, and there is the Black Friday market promo, whatever you want to call it, going on as well. So he was always going to be cheap, but like Mahrez, like Mbappe, all of them, if they've not got a dynamic image, the dynamic image helps. The dynamic image raises that price a little bit because it's something different. It's rather than their standard player image, you're getting something from them, and I personally like it in my club, but that's just personally from me. So who do I think he's better than? Who do I think he's worse than? Well, personally, I've got Brandt, Ozil, Isco in mind. More of the cam roles, because obviously I prefer Canales as a cam. I really wouldn't play him as a CM. I just don't think he's got the right attributes for that. Even though he's got a very wide spread of pace, shooting, passing and dribbling, I feel like Cam suits him down to the ground. I really liked his finishing, as you can tell, scoring quite a few goals for me already. And then the physical aspect of him, I just wouldn't want him trying to tackle. He's already only got 53 defending, and even if you whacked a shadow on him or something to give him that major boost in defending, it's just not going to be enough to put him into that CM for me. So personally, a cam is where I'm going to keep him. I've given him a 20k price with 8 out of 10 value for coins. I think personally if that goes down to 15 or even at least 13, it's definitely a 10 out of 10. At least to club stock him, even if you're not going to use him and no planning on using him, he's going to go up at some point. I'm literally going to club stock all of these. If they go below 20k, I'm club stocking them all, because at some point they're going to be needed and they're going to absolutely rise. We saw it last year with a few of the Germans. I think it was the left back or centre back when we needed a German inform. He went from like 10 to 15k to 50k extinction. That is the exact same of what could happen with this card as well. So make sure that you go and pick one up, even if he is not going to get into your team. Personally, I do think Royce is better. Firmino's on the same sort of level. I think Firmino's that better playing forward kind of player. I feel like he's better at kind of getting them goals, getting them shots. But I feel like Canales was better at the one-touch passing, the kind of through balls, all of them. I felt like Canales was better at that, and Firmino was better at that shooting, which obviously being a centre forward to start with is pretty much plausible, really. I've given him an 8 out of 10 for FUT Champs purely for the fact that there probably is people in here that personally don't have the pat look that for some reason I've been given this year, and haven't got the team, like they haven't got a Zidane, they haven't packed an Mbappe. I can understand that. So for me, I've given him a high rating because I think he is good for the value that you are actually getting him for. And I've given him an 8 out of 10 for the overall because I really rated this card. I feel like he could definitely do work. And if he can do rival matches against some of the players that I played against, not that all of the teams were incredible, but at least two or three were out of the 5 were very sweaty teams, very good end players. One of them having Messi in, and if he can withstand that level, I'm really happy and confident with him that he can definitely do well. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you want to subscribe, we're nearly at, well, we're getting to that 5k. We've just passed 4,250. We're nearly there. I cannot wait. Hopefully we can get it before Christmas, if not before the new year, and that will be a job well done for everyone on the channel, and I can't thank you enough for all that support. So apart from that, make sure you enjoy your Black Friday. Don't spend too much money. Go and buy Christmas presents or something like that, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace!